This is 15:03 here on Boom Radio. I'm Leo, I'm here with James.
What's that, I'm Leo, son?
We're going to be on for the next hour or so. We're going to have a wee show, talk about some football, play some tunes. What's your thoughts? Introduce yourself.
I'm James. I'm the ghost with Leo here today. We were here last week, was it?
Yeah.
On the
Last
Thursday.
week, Thursday.
So we thought we'd come back, have some tunes for you guys, a little game maybe later, and some fun facts about football, because that's what me and Leo love to talk about.
Yep.
So yeah.
So this is going to be good. So starting off, I'm a Celtic fan. We're going to be talking about some football. James is a Hibs fan. We're going to run over the Premiership games that happened at the weekend there, right? Alright, so we'll start off. Livingston Celtic. It was a good result. 3-0. Hatate, O'Reilly and Maeda. Joe Hart got sent off, but still good result regardless. What was your thoughts?
I can't lie, I didn't watch the game live because I couldn't care. But the Joe Hart red card was outrageous. His boot was higher than the moon.
I know.
But 3-0 win, that's what you expect from the champions of Scotland. You never expect them to drop off at all. But just get team Celtic, like they're going to win the league.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Hatate got a penalty. It was a good finish. The O'Reilly re-tapping. Maeda missed a sitter. Maeda, well, what a finish! Have you seen that?
Nah, I've not seen it.
Outside the box.
Was it good?
Some finish.
Right.
But yeah, good result considering 10 men. And now moving on. Dundee 2, Kilmarnock 2.
Dundee 2. Oh, I loved that game. I actually watched it live because we were beating St Johnstone, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if Kilmarnock won, we would be 6th and Hearts would be 7th. But because Dundee got that last minute equaliser, we are now 5th. So I kind of wanted a draw there because I wanted to be 5th and hopefully fighting for European football once again this season.
I think Kelly would thrown it away a wee bit though, because obviously 2-1 up until 93rd minute.
No,
equaliser.
But
Dundee had a red card as well.
No, I know, that was early as well, like in the 30th minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Josh Mulligan, 34th minute.
Yeah. But I was celebrating once they got that equaliser, like, it was amazing. Because I was just jumping on my chair at home.
Tough one for Dundee fans, but good if you're a Hibs fan or a Kilmarnock. Tough for the Kilmarnock fans, but good if you're a Dundee fan or a Hibs fan.
I know.
Moving on, you'll know well about this one. Hibs St Johnstone, 2-0. 2-0 Hibs.
Back to winning ways, like it should be.
Miller and Venti.
Miller's goal was decent, header into the 6-yard box and it trickled in. And Venti's goal was just pure class. He's just a out-and-out goal scorer, one of the best in the league, if I'm not biased.
Yeah.
I love Venti. Good signing from Lee Johnson, but now he's gone. I think Nick Montgomery's going to have some courage in the lads, and we're going to push on and hopefully get top 5 this season.
Yeah, we'll talk about Nick Montgomery later. He's looking decent so far, to be fair. He's
looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw last week, 2-0 win today. And to be fair, St Johnstone is a team you would be expecting Hibs to beat, bottom of the league, but
true, but St Johnstone have always had a history of beating us, being our bogey team.
Yeah.
They might not be the best team, but they still like to perform against us, which is quite annoying.
Yeah. Apologies before, I forgot to mention Dundee, Bakayoko, Rudden scored for Kelly, Armstrong scored 2 goals. Now moving on, St Mirren 1, Hearts 0.
Oh, I was loving it. St Mirren had 3 goals disallowed. Can I mental that is?
Oh.
And Hearts dominated the whole game as well. St Mirren just held on. I like the way that St Mirren play this year.
Yeah.
We've got them in the quarterfinals of the Scottish Cup, Scottish League Cup, which I'm going to go see on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a hard game. It's not going to be an easy turnover for St Mirren because it'll be a hard game either way because they've met us at the start of the season, but we've got more wins over them, so it could be either way. Like, we're on decent form now, haven't lost a game in a couple of games. St Mirren are just really good. They're sitting to the table right now, but it'll be a good game. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 Hibs win. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I think the boys can do it.
Obviously, I'm just looking now. St Mirren haven't lost in 10 games.
That's mental.
10 games unbeaten.
That's mental.
St Mirren unbeaten start. That's good going for them.
100%.
Ryan Strain with a goal. He's a good player. Yeah, it's good result. Good start to the season overall for St Mirren. Now moving on to the Sunday games. Aberdeen 4, Ross County 0.
Jeez, Aberdeen absolutely hammered them.
Miofsky scored 2, Duke with 1, and Jamie McGrath with
I really
1
like
as well.
I really like Duke and Majovsky up top. I think there'll be some duo. I know they've not really had a good start this season, but Aberdeen always seem to come back and just go on a good run of form and just beat almost every team in the league and get that third place spot, which I do think they'll still get this year. I think it'll be Celtic, Rangers, Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs. I think it'll be the same as last year's top 5. That top 5 will just be fine, and then I think St Mirren could even get in the top 5 this year. So Hibs, Hearts might even lose out. Hopefully it's not Hibs, but at this rate it probably is. But aye, it was a good win for Aberdeen side after no winning a game in 6 games or 4 or 5 games or whatever it was. Yeah. So they needed to have that win, and they did. So that's good for them.
Yeah, Miofsky and Duke obviously clinical last season. Honestly,
very good.
Yeah, but I think they're just hoping to get the form back, get competing for the European places again. Maybe hopefully for Aberdeen fans working their way back up the table. And yeah, Ross County's not an easy team to beat as well.
No, especially was it at Dingwall?
No, it was at
Pittodrie. Pittodrie, fair enough. If it was at Dingwall, then I think it would have been 4-0.
Yeah.
Because to go there and grab 3 points is quite hard. But aye, Aberdeen would probably do it anyway.
Now moving on to the final Cinch Prem game of the weekend. Rangers 1, Motherwell 0. Dessers with a goal. I think Rangers fans won't be happy with that one.
Nah, only 1-0 to Motherwell when they're beating teams like Real Betis in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Just like I don't know what's going on with Rangers at the moment. They're playing horrible in the league, but in Europe they're doing really well. That just seems to be the thing with Rangers.
Yeah.
They do really good in Europa League, but like no horrible in the league, but like just not as good as they can be in the league.
Yeah.
When it's the exact opposite with Celtic, they do amazing in the league and they absolutely get plummeted in the Champions League or Europa League or whatever competition.
I hate to see it, but I agree with you. It's a strange one for Rangers, but
yeah.
I think 1-0 against Motherwell. From what I've heard as well from Rangers fans, didn't play very well. Obviously I didn't catch the game, but it's not looking good for that.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Boom Radio with me, your host James, or with Leo here today.
Yep. So James has got a wee game for us lined up. Well, a wee game for me lined up.
Yeah, a wee game.
James, what game you got?
A wee game for Leo here called Guess the Player. So I'm going to give you a clue.
Yep.
And you have to just try and guess. I'll give you more clues as the game goes on.
Yeah.
So I'll say, like for the first player here, I'll say played in the SPFL.
Played. Okay. Yeah.
So you can just go for a random guess if you want, or you can go give me another clue.
Give me another clue. I can't guess
so,
for that.
Yeah, true. So he was an
played.
ex.
Did you say played?
Played in the SPFL.
Okay.
So he was an ex-player.
Yep.
He was Dutch.
A
Dutch player from the SPFL.
A Dutch. Can I ask questions?
I guess we can do that, yeah. So, if you can't... Yeah, okay, yeah. If you can't guess it, you just ask a question, yeah, okay.
So, would I be able to ask, is he a forward, midfielder, defender or goalkeeper?
Yeah, but I can only answer yes or no, okay?
Okay.
That so makes it fair.
Okay.
Right, okay, let's go again then.
Is he a forward?
He is not a forward, no.
Oh, no. Is he a midfielder?
He is not a midfielder, no.
Is he a goalkeeper?
He's not a goalkeeper, no.
Defender.
So,
must be a defender then.
Yep.
Can I get another clue?
No.
No?
I'm joking. What's a clue? Arguably one of the best fullbacks in the world right now.
Oh, okay. Does he play in Germany?
He does play in Germany. I think you've got that.
I'm going to guess Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah. He's got it. Jeremy Frimpong. That's the first player down. Second player. It's a wee bit harder. Obviously, Jeremy Frimpong was a bit easy. He's played for Celtic. He's played for Bayer Leverkusen. But number 2 is a quite obscure player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give that for a wee clue. But yeah, okay. This time you're going to ask me questions and I can answer yes or no. So it's just a yes or no answer. You can ask any question, anything you want.
Okay. Are they retired?
They are not retired.
Okay. Do they currently play in the SBFL?
They currently do play in the SBFL.
Do they um do they currently play for a team that is in the top 6?
They currently do play for a team that's in the top 6.
Are they Scottish?
They are indeed Scottish, yes.
For do they play for a team in green?
They do not play for a team in the green and white.
Wow. They're a forward.
No, he's not a forward, no.
Is he a defender?
Yes.
Defender.
He plays in a defensive role, but he's can also sometimes attack. So he'll, yeah.
Oh. Does he play for Rangers?
He used to play for Rangers.
He
No. Technically no, but he used to play for Rangers, yes.
Okay. Has he been involved in a football YouTube channel?
Yes, he has.
I'm gonna guess Andy Halliday.
You got that one right.
Yeah,
you got that one right. Andy Halliday.
When you said used to that, I kind of figured it out from that. Yeah.
What a scumbag. I do not like that guy.
Whoa. You're listening to the Football Show with Leo and James here on Boom Radio. It's currently 3:24 p.m. here on Monday. Right. So we've talked about the Premiership games. We've covered them. We've done a wee game with absolutely no cheating involved in that game. Now moving on. Some English games. Big Premier League games going on at the weekend.
Big ones.
So start off. Arsenal Spurs 2-2.
What a game.
Wow, what a game.
I go by Saka to start with, but then I got counted as an own goal because Romero, what was it?
Yeah,
own goal.
It was Romero, yeah.
What an idiot, man. Then who scored after that? Was it Schumann Son?
Yeah, Son scored twice.
To make it 1-1.
Yeah, he scored. Son scored.
So it was Arsenal, Tottenham.
Yep.
Good game, to be fair.
Obviously, Romero's not had a great game. He's gave away the penalty as well from the handball.
Oh, his rating must be terrible then.
Oh, I don't even want.
I wouldn't want to have him in my fantasy team.
Oh, I know.
That's for
you
sure.
playing fantasy?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
What was your? Speak about fantasy then. What was your points like at the weekend?
I think I got about like 65 points. I think.
74. I'm doing alright.
Oh, 74 is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I've got Son in there, so that helps a lot.
Fantasy.
Got Saka as well. So.
I got 68 points, so the average basically.
Yeah.
I got Saka. I got Haaland captain, obviously.
Yep.
I got Saka, Haaland, Salah, Foden. Just the big players, eh?
Yeah.
And I chucked Ramsdale out for Areola, even though I knew West Ham were going to get humped anyway.
Yeah.
Estupinan is a really good player if you haven't got him.
Yeah, he's very solid.
He's low priced, or he was low priced when I got him. He's 4.5, now he's 5.3. Went up 800k because he's that good. I think at a point he was the highest pointer. At a point, behind Haaland, no?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
At the start of the season, he was racking up
Well, I'll tell you
10 plus points every week, I think.
I'll tell you something. The first game week, right?
Yep.
I thought I was going to be. I didn't think I was going to be playing FPL as much as I do, right?
Yeah.
So the first game week, I'm like, F it, right? I chucked Haaland, triple captained him for the first game week. He got like 60 points. So in my league with all my mates,
You can't triple captain the first week.
I did. I thought like, F it, let's just go for it. So I've used my triple captain in the first game week, so I can use it for the rest of the season. So, but I've still got bench boost. Still got.
I've wildcarded.
Have
used
you?
my wildcard, yeah.
On who?
Well, I had to change my whole team after last
Fair
game
enough.
week. But
I'm just here to look at the highest scored this week, 142 points.
I feel like some people in FPL though, they just purposely throw some random players in there just so they get the most, because I think if you get a certain amount of points in FPL, I've seen you get prizes. So if you're like top of the week, you get like is it like a free copy of FIFA or like some prizes or something like that. So that's probably why people do it. I think people just make all these different accounts.
Yeah,
and then
true.
they just put a bunch of random players.
Well, this guy here, right, he has Leno in goals, right, 10 points, easy peasy. You got Kieran Trippier, 18 points. Kyle Walker, fair enough, at 11 points. Anderson for Crystal Palace at 6 points. Who puts him in? Stupinan, fair enough. Matoma, fair enough. Salah, fair enough. Foden, fair enough. Madison, fair enough, but he got an injury, no?
Yeah, he did.
He got knocked in the game. Darwin Núñez, fair enough, but Whistler, depends what you're feeling. But
it's not too bad a team. I'm looking at it now. It's not terrible. But
£6 million for Whistler though. I wouldn't pay that.
I know. But
and Ollie Watkins
team,
on the bench.
Not
as well.
too bad. But yeah, FPL's going alright.
So what did you get for this week on your points?
74.
74. So I was only 6 points after. I got 68.
Oh.
Who was your highest earner points wise?
Saka. No, Son with 14.
So, you have Son in your team?
Yep.
Jeez, I needed Arsenal to win because I had Saliba, Saka. So I really wanted Arsenal to win, but they got a draw. Saka got 13 points. Obviously Liverpool won, second in the table. I'll take that. Obviously England team is Liverpool.
Yep.
I love Liverpool. Been done for a stadium tour. Been for a few games.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
My bench is just full of injuries. I've got Sturridge on an injury, Stones on an injury, Mings on an injury. So my bench is not looking too good.
Now, speaking again about the Premier League, result yesterday.
Oh.
Sheffield United 0, Newcastle United 8.
8-0.
8 different goal scorers as well.
That's really rare actually.
That's the first time in Premier League history, not including the English First Division, but the first time in Premier League history that someone's had 8 different goal scorers.
That's mental.
I know that.
Do you think Luton will get the relegation zone?
I think Luton, Sheffield United.
I really hope
they aren't looking great. 3 teams on 1 point so far, and that's like 6 games in.
Thing is though, Burnley have had a really tough run of games.
Yeah, but
they had Man City, Chelsea, whatever. Right, let me check.
You have to look as well though, because they've lost to teams like. To be fair, they drew to Forest. That's not great result either. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they'll stay up, but we'll see.
I like Burnley. Burnley's a good team.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to SPFL.
Yep. So
some new managers in this season.
Yeah.
One being Brendan Rodgers for your replacement for Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah. I think for the most part, probably a good start. I think for the most part, I know early outing in the League Cup, but couple decent signings. Early out in the League Cup, also bad start in the Champions League, but the performances I think at the moment it's looking pretty decent, and that result against Rangers, what a result, honestly. I think that's really shown that he's a top manager, but yeah.
Aye, but I just feel like Brendan Rodgers, if he gets shown a wee bit of opportunity, I think he'll jump out the window like Ange did. But I think Ange is different because people can relate, be like Celtic to Spurs right now. Who's bigger? I'd say Spurs. I know Spurs haven't won a trophy or a big trophy in quite a long time. Meanwhile, Celtic win the league almost every year, win the Scottish Cup almost every year, and have a good run in the League Cup. So most years they're on the title for a treble every year. But the challenge is easy in the SPFL with Celtic because who do you really have to face that's really hard? Rangers. That's about it. But with Tottenham, you've got a whole different challenge, and I respect for Ange for taking it because he went in with no expectation to do anything, but he's already done better than Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho.
I think obviously I've got to disagree with Spurs being the bigger club, but I think, and to be fair to Ange, I think he probably feels he could probably do more at Spurs. Like I think Ange, he's won everywhere he went. I think Spurs, in his mind, he probably sees an opportunity to win some trophies. And winning trophies at Spurs would be a huge thing. Like that would be unheard of. But yeah, that would be something special. And I think I think when he came into Spurs, a lot of the English pundits, everyone was having a go at him. Everyone was underrating him. But now he's what, 6 games in or something, and he's already loving him down there. So
yeah, true. And the other day there, I was just watching an interview with him and Gary Lineker.
yeah,
They were
Match of
talking.
the Day.
Yeah, they were talking.
Yeah.
Was it that? I don't know if it's Match of the Day or not.
BBC anyway. But
It was something like that. Yeah, and I was just talking about how long Ange's career has been, and how much he struggled in the early years of managing A-League teams and getting sacked, and managing A-League teams and managed to win. What's it called again? Their league.
the A-League.
The A-League. They won the A-League, but
in Australia.
Yeah, what's the cup? I can't mind. Well, they won. I think he won the cup or the league. Sorry, with I can't mind who it was. To be honest, I didn't really care. But then he managed to pick up a job in Japan.
Yeah.
And he went to Japan. Absolutely done amazing in Japan. And then Celtic were kind of looking about, but like, okay, Ange Postecoglou, all right, okay, bring him in, give him a well shot card, give him a chance. Absolutely, he banged for Celtic. Didn't he win the treble in his first season?
Aye, the double in the first season, treble in the second.
Double and then the treble. That's actual mental. For a manager who was technically unheard of at the time, coming into a big job like Celtic, and then now he's got the opportunity to go to a bigger club in Tottenham. But I'm only saying about a bigger club right now because of where Spurs are. Spurs have more money, better facilities, better players. Obviously, they're in England, so it's kind of required to be a better team. I think every team in England in the Premier League is better than Celtic and Rangers. It's just, there's no comparison, because if you think about it, the money that England get compared to Celtic is to Scotland, is absolutely unreal. Like,
I would have to say I don't think that makes them a bigger club though.
No, but I feel like in history, if you think about history,
yeah,
Celtic is obviously miles clear.
Yeah.
If not one of the best clubs in history, to have history.
But I think that's what makes you the bigger club. I don't think the money makes you the bigger club. I think the money, like the TV money in England is ridiculous. Imagine Scottish teams got anywhere close to that.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Spurs are a bigger club because they perform in Europe. Celtic don't anymore, and they get all this money for selling big players like Harry Kane. That's 100 million. I can if Celtic had a player like Harry Kane, he wouldn't go for 100 mil because Scotland tax. Scotland tax is minus basically.
Yeah.
You probably pay less because they come from Scotland. Right. That's like Kevin Nisbet, man. He went away for 2.2 mil. If he was already in England, it would have been at least 5 mil.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, right now, Tottenham are a bigger club because of what they have right now. Celtic are bigger in history and always will be than Tottenham. If Tottenham could win like 2 or 3 Champions Leagues, but Celtic, I think, would still have better history because they've won all these leagues, won all these cups, and then won the Champions League back in 1966 or whatever it was.
1967,
aye. Assuming I'm not a Celtic fan. But aye, so me personally, Spurs are a bigger club, and I know why Ange took the job. 1, higher pay. 2, Premier League. That's really all it takes, eh?
One thing I was going to say about the overall money in England, I was going to say the money in Scotland, the TV deal, the TV deal is nowhere near as big enough as it
terrible. Think about it, right? If you get relegated in England, you get a parachute payment of 100 mil. If you get relegated in Scotland, guess how much money you get?
It's got to be so low.
250 grand.
So that's.
And for Celtic to win the league, they would only get like 2 mil.
No, but you look at the TV deal and like teams that are like, leagues that are similar on the coefficient, like well, I know the Dutch league is a bit higher, but even what other leagues are there? There's like is it Belgium league and all that?
Yeah.
Their TV deal is so much more. And Sky, I think on a contract till 2028, it's not a lot. And as a Celtic fan, it's all right, but I think there should be a lot more lower league teams getting put on Sky. I think it's all Celtic and Rangers. I think it needs to be a bit more to get the game noticed.
You know why I think that the SPFL or even just the Scottish Federation in general want to keep the league a 12 league team and not have and keep the split. It's because you're guaranteed Celtic Rangers playing 4 times a year. No, 3.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed 3 times a year Celtic Rangers are going to play. So that's a lot of money revenued from the Celtic Rangers game both times.
Yeah.
Home and away in the league, and then when the split happens, they have another game. But sometimes it could be up to 6 games. No, 5. Sorry.
It was 6 last season, and 2 cups as well.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was 6 last season. That's 6 old firms that's making one, like the Scottish Federation, a lot of money, so they would want to keep that. They don't want to open the league. They don't want to make the SPFL a 20 league because they want to keep Celtic and Rangers, or even a wee bit of a push, Hibs Hearts, because of how big of a rivalry it is. But obviously Hibs Hearts is so minute of the money generation that Rangers Celtic get, because Rangers Celtic are like the money generators of the SPFL.
Yeah.
Nobody comes close in the SPFL, not even a tiny wee scratch close. Which is what I hate, because they need to open the league as well in Scotland. Like, because teams try to get promoted from the Lowland League and Highland League, like East Kilbride, they could easily be a League One club. Like, think about Kelly Hearts.
Yeah,
They were trapped there. They finally bet. I can't remember who they bet, but they finally bet first league in
Brecon,
aye, first league topped it, League 2 topped it, and they're doing competently in League 1 right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. East Kilbride, I think, could do the exact same.
I think there is a lot of money though, to be fair, in the non-leagues. I think there's some people that's put a lot of money into them.
Or about what's it called? Queen's Park got 40 million.
Queen's Park were a professional team in League 2, and they made it all the way up to the Championship.
I know.
Nearly made it to the Premiership. Nearly got promoted 3 seasons in a row.
I know. They got
That's
40 mil.
mental.
They got 40 mil for the Scottish Federation because they were playing a hand in. So they got 40 mil here. Here's 40 mil. Build a stadium and keep the rest. So they just built Lesser Hamden, or they took Lesser Hamden as their stadium. So now they got 40 mil to spare. That's mental.
I know,
and they're still doing honking. They're still like almost bottom of the table.
I know. It's strange how the finances work in Scotland. It's 3:45 on Boom Radio. Me and James with a football show. James, we've talked about a few different things now. Now, after talking about Scottish football, we're going to move on to the League Cup. League Cup, Tuesday and Wednesday, the fixtures. Start off on Tuesday, Kilmarnock Hearts. It's a tough game for Hearts. At Rugby Park as well.
The Astro's going to kill them.
I know, Astro. I think Kelly, they're a strong team at home. The way they play.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not the most entertaining team, but they do disrupt other teams' attacks, and I think they do a decent job at that. I hate to say it, but they are alright at that.
Yeah. Game Wednesday, Hibs against St Man.
Yep.
I am going to that game. I'll probably be doing a wee vlog on my YouTube channel, guys. So check out RJ7 on YouTube. I'm not the first channel that comes up, unfortunately, but if you scroll down a little bit, you should see a profile picture with a Hibs badge and RJ7. That's my channel, on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you can, give us a check out, please. But I'll probably be doing a wee vlog on my YouTube channel, going to the Hibs game. I'll probably be jumping on the train. Maybe I'll have a wee some bibs. Aye. So, St Man at home.
Yep.
Interesting game. Could be a win, could be a loss, could be a draw, could be extra time penalties. Obviously, it can't be a draw, but I think, me personally, I'm going to be a wee bit biased here. 2-1 Hibs, and I think it's going to be a howler for David Marshall for their goal to start off with, and then I think it's going to be a Martin Boyle cracker a goal for just inside the box, maybe bottom corner, top bins, whatever. And then I think it's going to be Dylan Vente, the classical, all reliable Dylan Vente. I think he's going to just take the ball in his stride and just have a shot. So 2-1 to get us into the semi-finals at Hampden.
It's a very bold, non-biased prediction there.
Well, you've got to back your club. If you've done it back to the club, then what are you doing?
No, I don't think I've ever put a score prediction against my club.
Unless like you're against like Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Then maybe you're a bit like...
No, we're beating Atletico. Easy game, easy game.
Right, calm down. See, this is what you call bias, guys.
Alright, so, well, as we talked about earlier though, St Mirren, 8 games unbeaten. Like,
it'll be hard to break that
well,
unbeaten stream because they're on a high. They've got the manager who's really revived the team to a really good standard.
Yeah.
Beating teams like us, beating teams like Hearts, who aren't hard to beat, who aren't easy to beat. No, sorry. We were easy to beat because we were under Lee Johnson and he's not a very good manager anymore.
Yeah.
But even Hearts as well, and Stephen Naismith is not a good manager. So they're probably better us at our weakest point. Hopefully we can come back and get a win on Wednesday.
Yep. So we've got Ross County Aberdeen for the second week in a row.
Again?
Yep. Aberdeen beat Ross County 4-0 at the weekend, as we talked about. They're playing again, this time in Dingwall.
3-0.
Yeah.
Aberdeen.
I think like, after winning 4-0, you can't go against Aberdeen.
No, I don't know, because Aberdeen might drop off and be like, okay, we could easily beat them. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be at Dingwall, so it'll be an atmosphere of just Ross County fans. Because I don't think, actually, Ross County's not that far for Pittodrie, is it?
No, not too far.
So some Aberdeen fans might make the trek, but I just think that Aberdeen are just quality's better over Ross County because they almost got relegated last season.
Yeah.
So I think Aberdeen will win 1-0, 2-0.
Do you know if who's it? Rhys Williams. Do you know if he's back for Aberdeen?
I don't think. I think he's still a bit injured.
Yeah, because I think he'll be a decent player when he finally gets into the team
Thing
after
is,
being injured.
Aberdeen let a lot of young players who are really good go on the freeze.
Yeah.
Go on freeze or like take less money for them.
Yeah.
Like who's that right back guy for Liverpool who came for Aberdeen?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I forgot his name. But he was really
should know that.
he was really good for Aberdeen, but they let him go. Same way Lewis Ferguson as well. He's away Bologna, is it no?
Bologna. He's doing well, yeah.
He's doing really well. Because Juventus want him,
Yeah.
So but Aberdeen just need a better business in my opinion because they could have at least got 10 mil for their 2 players.
I think they've spent big as well. Like in the summer, I think they've for Aberdeen standards, I think they've spent pretty big on some players.
Well,
and yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Duke. I think Duke and Majowski up top will be good, but Duke, he's just diving all the time. He dives all the time.
I do think he's quite a skillful
that
player
game
on the
against
ball,
us, I know he is, but he's no better than Johan though. That game against us, right, where it was a penalty, the boy just dived over, was it Will Fish's?
Yeah, I seen that.
He just flopped over like a fish. Bro was trying to be a fish in front of Will Fish. Get what I'm saying? How can you outfish a fish? You can't outfish the Will Fish.
To be fair, one thing I will say about Aberdeen, they did get a good result midweek against Frankfurt, 2-1 away in Germany.
And to be fair, they should have won as well. They should have won. Frankfurt were absolutely horrible.
I wouldn't expect it from Aberdeen as well, losing to Hacken. And
I know.
I feel like they should have made it through, but
BK Hacken, their winger guy, he's left now, but that winger was absolutely crucial. We just kept him going down that left side and kept him bombing,
yeah,
causing all sorts of problems. And that big skinny boy at the back for Aberdeen,
yeah,
like he was honking.
Is it Paul Vera?
He's hard. He's terrible. I don't like him at all. He's just all he is just big and physical. That's all. He's like an off-brand Rocky Bashiri.
You don't get any bias here, right? Moving on. We've got Rangers and Livingston.
6-0
Rangers.
6-0 Rangers. 6-0 Rangers.
I don't. After a 1-0 win against Motherwell, you think 6-0?
6-0 Rangers.
6-0 Rangers.
At Ibrox Day, so 6-0.
Oh, it's interesting.
Right, let's have a look at this Celtic fixture. Oh wait, I forgot. You just got humped after Kilmarnock. Okay.
Right, moving on. No, we don't like that. We don't like talking about that one.
I do. I love it.
Kilmarnock, right? Start of the season. It's so unexpected. They beat Rangers. They beat Rangers. I remember honestly, I was having a right laugh at it as well because First game of the season. They're talking about going unbeaten. Get beat by Kilmarnock at Rugby Park first game.
No.
And then we go and lose a couple of weeks later. But
the big clubs have been getting beat recently.
I know.
Rangers, you never know.
You know, one thing I will say about the smaller clubs, I do feel like some clubs. I know it's hard to break down the Celtic or Rangers defence or the better teams in the league's defence, right? But I do think like some clubs need to give it more of a go, because I think every team sticks 11 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
They don't show any heart.
Especially Ross County.
Yeah, I feel like it would be better, like, getting pumped 6-0 or just say 6-0 or something, rather than getting beat, rather than just sitting back, like not performing well at all, not having a go, getting beat 2-0 or something. I feel like you've got to go out, knowing you put in the effort.
So what you're saying is that you'd rather get beat 6-0 but try and play positive football.
Yeah, so I feel like it's better for your fans. Like, if you support...
I don't know, like, see if I won like 2-0 but Hibs played really negative and just sat like 8 men behind the ball and like 3 up top.
No, if you win, I think it's different, but
like, would you rather get beat 6-0 but play positive football than get beat 2-0 but play negative football?
I'm not sure. I think positive football, right? If you win 2-0 playing positive football, obviously it's a lot more...
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot more praise in playing...
That's what I think.
Winning 2-0 with negative football.
That's what I think about with Hibs, because the tactics and just the all-round ability of the manager, like Nick Montgomery, as soon as this came in, he's looked like he wants to really, really, really want to play and press hard on the tactics side of the game, as Lee Johnson was just here, have the ball, hump it up and hope for the best, which is not a very good way of playing football, I don't think. And Nick Montgomery has really came in the squad and worked with a lot of the Aussies like Lewis Miller and Martin Boyle, and he's been there because he's known Lewis Miller for a long time, and I think we'll get the best out of Lewis Miller this year, and I think he'll be a really good fullback for us. Well, he's already scored a goal, well, 2 actually. But I just think that the more positive we play, the more better opportunities we're going to have, because Joe Newell is one. It's going to be a bit biased here, but he's one of the best playmaking midfielders in the league. Not the best midfielder in the league, but he's one of the best at playmaking midfielder.
I agree with that, yeah.
Because he's got a wonderful left foot. He can swing a crossing for anybody you want. He can sit in midfield and just play balls. I think I say this to Leo off the radar, guys. If you chuck Joe Newell in that Celtic squad, right, he doesn't look out of place. I'm not saying that he would start at all. I never said that at all, right? People think that I said that Joe Newell would start for Celtic, which I know he wouldn't, right? But if you were to play him, he wouldn't look out of place. That's what I mean. Like, if he was to be like a backup for Celtic and had to play one game, he wouldn't look out of place for Celtic. Obviously, he won't go to Celtic, but if he does, give me the bloody money. Bye.
But with the depth in the Celtic midfield, I've got to disagree, but
what?
Each to their own,
No, he can play in the midfield. I'm not saying he will start.
I know, but
play
the squad, we've got...
Who though? Who's better than Joe Newell at playmaking? I'll give you Callum McGregor. That's it.
You saying Rio Hatate, Matt O'Reilly aren't better?
Matt O'Reilly is not a playmaking midfielder.
Yes, he is.
No. But he's get the ball and have the short pass here, or have that wee sneaky through ball. Joe Newell is get the ball, ping to the wing, play a through ball, chip over the top. Joe Newell has a better attacking ratio than Matt O'Reilly. So I think Matt O'Reilly obviously is a better player, 100%. I don't know shadow of a doubt in my mind that he's a better player, but attacking wise, I would rather have Joe Newell.
Sorry, do you want me to name some players that I think are better?
Right, so apart from, I'll give you Maeda, who...
You can't give me O'Reilly. But O'Reilly makes it in the squad over him. You can say what you want about...
No, that's what I'm saying. I never said that he's...
Okay.
I never said Joe Newell's
better. Do you think Joe Newell would get in the Celtic squad on the bench?
No.
You don't think he would?
No.
Okay. Alright, I thought you were saying he would get on the bench.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, say worst comes to worst, all like Celtic's bench players all left.
Yeah.
And Joe Newell's there.
Yeah.
If there's no options, he had to play, he wouldn't look out of place.
That's not as bad as I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying...
No. I'm not saying he makes the teams a team at all. I'm just saying if he played in the midfield, he wouldn't look out of place. But that's what folk think I mean. Folk think I mean that you started the team, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't mean that. I mean, if Celtic did play him, he wouldn't look out of place. Like, he wouldn't be missing balls here and having to go win the ball back or something. He would have the confidence to have the ball, play it to Callum McGregor. Him and Callum McGregor in the midfield would be class. No, but maybe no for Celtic.
I don't know enough to say, but...
No, that's fair enough. But I think, apart from Callum McGregor and Maeda, who isn't even a midfielder, he's probably a winger. Maeda's a winger.
Maeda's a winger, aye.
Maeda's more of a winger than he is a centre mid. But Callum McGregor and maybe... That's it, Callum McGregor. Only Callum McGregor's a better ball-playing midfielder than Joe Neal. Matt O'Reilly's not better.
Have you seen Hatate? Have you watched?
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll give you Hatate. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
I'll disagree with O'Reilly as well.
I'll give Hatate and Callum McGregor only because
have you ever seen home play?
Yes.
I think he's better as well. I'm not even just saying that, but his technical, on the ball.
He's a defensive player.
No, he's not. On the ball, he's skilled. He's one of the most skillful
Anyway,
players.
let's get off this topic before I bash your head in through the wall. Give me the top 6 for this season.
Top 6. Okay. I'll give me a top 6 right now.
No.
Right. So, I'm going to go... I've told you this before, right? But I've tweaked it a wee bit.
Right.
Right. So I'm going to go 6th. I'm going to go 6th. I know I said 3rd before. But I'm going to go 6th Hearts. And I'm not just saying that because you're here and you're a Hibs fan, right? No.
Hearts are dodgy.
I actually believe that, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not a fan of Hearts. So I'm not just saying that, but I think Hearts.
Right. Okay. No. Go for it though. Go for it, and I'll see if I differ.
I think Hibs 5th.
Okay.
And I think St Mirren 4th.
Nah, see, this is where you lose me.
No, St Mirren.
St Mirren for Europa League qualifiers.
Yeah.
Right. Go for it. Give me a top 3.
Okay. Top 3. We've got Aberdeen 3rd. They are a quality team, right? Like, I know they're not up there at the moment, but
right, okay, give me top
they've
2.
got the goal scoring ability to be
right,
up there.
Top 2, come on.
Top 2.
Hear it.
Rangers 2nd.
Okay.
And Celtic 1st.
Right, I'll give my top 6.
Okay.
6. Right. 6 I'm going to put... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to put St Mirren 6. 5th, Hearts. 4th, Hibs. 3rd, Rangers. 2nd, Aberdeen. 4th, Celtic.
I don't believe that. I don't think that's possible. In this day and age, with the money and...
No, but I just think if Rangers keep Michael Beale... If Rangers keep Michael Beale, they will finish 3rd.
I can't see that.
They will finish 3rd.
If he's there next 3-4 months,
or maybe even I'll put Hearts 6th, Hibs 5th, Aberdeen 4th, Rangers 3rd, St Mirren 2nd. If St Mirren keep this form, no, the thing is though, 8 games unbeaten. If they keep this form, this might sound absolutely outrageous to you guys watching, right? But or listening even, sorry, but right, yeah. I think Rangers are probably going to finish 2nd, but I'll go for a wild card, and I hope they don't get 2nd because it'll be good for Scottish football because that's all we get every year. Celtic Rangers, Rangers Celtic, Celtic Rangers. That's all we get, and it's nobody gets a shot in the Champions League apart from Celtic and Rangers, and they both drop out it immediately.
I don't think it'll happen because of the money, but it would be a good thing to see.
Thanks for listening to the In-Depth podcast, which was previously recorded on Boom Radio. I am your host, James Orr, and I'm joined with my co-host, Leo here.
Yep, thanks for having us, guys. We'll see you another time.
It was brilliant recording today, guys, and we'll see you soon.